to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
The UNI Panthers win 2 Missouri Valley Conference games this week, and they have won 4 in a row, one of the hottest teams in the Missouri Valley Conference. The Panthers' most recent game, a overtime win over Indiana State. And Coach, the Sycamores came in. They were down some players, but they built a 17-point lead in that second half. They came to play and pushed your Panthers all the way to the end.
Yeah, they did, and they really outplayed us to start the game, Brad. That was, if there was a disappointing part of the basketball game against Indiana State for our players and for our staff and I'd throw our fans in there, right? You're coming in after you've won 3 league games and just had a tremendous game, both teams with Missouri State, and you got some momentum, and we really got outplayed the first 10 minutes. And I give Indiana State just a lot of credit for their game plan, the way they executed it, how hard they played. And like I said, on the flip side, we didn't in the first 10 minutes. Now, at that point, when it was 17, we got great performance out of Noah, out of Bowen, out of Antoine. Bowen and Antoine putting ball pressure on, getting some traps. Noah took a charge. Somebody else took a charge in there. Noah made the consecutive threes. There was a lot that happened from the 12-minute mark down to the 4-minute mark that gave us a chance.
What do you like about what you saw out of your guys to come away with that 80-74 overtime win against Indiana State when your backs were against the wall?
Yeah, I think tonight the thing that we liked the most was we didn't give in to, even when we got down 17, and for most of that time, from the 10-minute mark of the first half to the point where we were down 17 in the second half, Brad, we didn't get out of sorts too much and just take quick shots and just start throwing things at the basket. And we didn't do that. We stayed with it enough to give ourselves a chance. And then it was going to take a pretty special performance as a group, but also some individual guys were going to have to do some things to really get it to a point with 5-6 minutes left. And that's where I say Bowen, Antoine, Noah, that stretch right there. And there was other guys that were playing really hard, but those 3 guys made some really good individual plays, and we had to have all of them so we had a chance that last 5 minutes.
Noah Carter played just 5 minutes in that first half, picked up 2 fouls, but had 17 points. All of them came in that second half, and he was a huge spark, especially once Indiana State got that lead.
Yeah, he got the 2 fouls in the first half, and I think both of them he was in the help position, and once maybe a guy kicked his foot as Noah was helping, and the other one, if he swiped at the ball, I didn't quite see it. But anyway, two fouls where he wasn't really involved in the play that much, and and then I thought about putting him back in. He's playing terrific basketball. I thought about putting him back in, but we closed the gap down. I think it was 25-20. And so it finally felt like, all right, if we can just keep it down to 5 or 4 or 3, maybe get it tied. We had 3-4 minutes left. Maybe if we can get tied by halftime, the way the first 10 minutes went. So I didn't want to put him back in, right, and maybe get the third because we had closed that down. So, but he came out in that second half, and that stretch was really, that was a special stretch. And we needed that tonight.
We've got a story coming up on Noah Carter as well, so stay tuned for that. Bowen Bourne, though, 14 points, 5 assists. You talked about some of the defensive pressure that he brought as well, playing it on both ends of the floor and really playing his best basketball of the season.
Yeah, and he is, and now this is as healthy as he has been. And I referred to it on the radio with Gary. Maybe we talked about it just a little bit last week, but it is. This is the healthiest he has been. He's been able to get some quality game minutes and just get on the floor with these guys again for the first time over the last couple of weeks, because he missed so much time in October and November. And now he's settled in, and he's got good confidence, right? He's always had a good bounce in the step. You're going to get an energy level from him. And that confidence is important in terms of, you talk 5 assists, 1 turnover, knocking in some shots. So he's starting to get back to how he played the last month and a half or 2 of last year.
We've got a story coming up on Austin Fife. Austin played 18 minutes in that game against Missouri State, 13 against Indiana State. He's doing everything he can to get out there on the floor. When he's out there, he's still affecting the game. Yeah,
the Missouri State game was terrific. He physical and banging, and got us some baskets in the first half that were tough baskets. And he's just, he's a presence that we need and don't have in terms of rebounding and around the on the block. And you said it, Brett. He's doing everything he can. It's been a real challenge, but I'm really proud of him. He's doing everything he can, and I think we got some better days coming for him.
All right, we've got that story coming up next on Austin Fife. Also, we'll have more with Coach Jacobson. We'll talk about a 1-point road win at Missouri State.